Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the vintage Kenner Amanaman figure. So yeah, here we go. First thing I'm going to say, this figure is insane. So before I really start the actual review, I'm gonna I'll just explain who this figure is, or I guess who this figure is based off of, and just some facts about the figure. So, the first thing is that this figure is Amanaman, who was seen in the scenes of Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi, which is by far my favorite Star Wars movie out of all of them. Return of the Jedi, yeah. And there was the Jabba's palace scenes where you could briefly see a man in the background.
Right. Are you all right?
Fine. Together again, huh?
So yeah, so he's a great character, but one thing about this figure is that nowadays it's really expensive to buy because he was part of the last 17, which were basically just figures that were made towards the end of the vintage era of Star Wars figures. And when not as many people were buying them, and so not as many of them were released. Another example is Yak Face, which was also, I don't have that figure, but they're famously expensive to people who actually know figures and stuff. But yeah, they're expensive, and for this figure specifically, I think around $300, $400 is how much you're going to get this figure for. The actual price range is around $130 to $400. So, yeah. So the figure's great. I'll just give you a look at him. Great figure. So, one thing about this figure is the head doesn't move. A lot of figures do not have moving heads, like this one, and also Droopy McCool does not have a moving head. Neither does Cy Snoodles. And, if you count the Rancor as a figure, I mean, it has a moving jaw, but not a moving head. Anyway, but yeah. This figure, but the rest of the articulation is normal. Like, you can move the arms, you can move the legs. Also, this figure comes with a staff. It's just a staff. It's like a cane type thing, and it has like heads on it. It's an accessory, which I do not have. I don't know, you probably don't know if I've never really said this on my channel, but like, I don't collect accessories as much as I collect figures. As you can see, this is my Jabba's palace setup, and I think only 4 figures, I guess, have the accessories. The first one is Weequay. The second is Max Rebo. And the third is the Grimorian Guard. And I guess for the fourth Java, because he has his palace, his throne, if you count that as an accessory. Back to the table. The reason that I do not collect accessories is because they make buying the figures, they make them more expensive, and I'm not getting the figure for the accessory, I'm getting it for the figure. My goal is to collect every single vintage canon Star Wars figure. That is probably not going to happen because there are some very expensive ones, but my goal is to collect all of them. And once I do that, then I will start collecting things that aren't actual figures, like accessories. And obviously I'm not going to get a figure like Obi-Wan or Darth Vader or like just like, you know, like figures like that have capes and things like that, like Darth Vader, like Luke. My Luke right now that I have does not have a cape, or a hood, I guess, like a hood, I don't know what to call it, a cloak, maybe. The reason is because I got a bunch of figures for free, and they were not in very good condition, like that, and my Vader that I have doesn't have a lightsaber, and my Obi-Wan that I have also doesn't have a lightsaber. The Vader does have his cape, but he doesn't have a lightsaber, and my Obi-Wan does not have a cape. So, I'm gonna get a cape, or I'm gonna get a new complete Obi-Wan and a Vader. Yeah, that was kind of a rant, but that's just, yeah, I don't get a lot of the accessories. Back to the figure. I don't know if there's much more to say about this figure, besides that it is just an amazing figure. Yeah, it's just a great figure overall. It has a tail. It has a tail, you know. Anyway. Yep, it's just a great figure, and I'm just like really glad to own this figure. It's just a really great figure to have, and it just goes really well in what I'm displaying. So, that was my video. If you like what you see in this video, you can consider checking out some of my other videos. They're all like this. They're all vintage Star Wars reviews. So, yeah, that was the video.